they were having some difficulty with a character, and the play was on, and Portia kept being called off stage to deal with him, and she just couldn't. And so she said to him, just come out here and we'll talk this over quietly, just the two of us. And she opened a door and said, just step inside here. And the door was a large door which opened straight onto the street and was a drop of about 1 story. And so he stepped out there, and Portia closed the door, and he was never seen again or heard from again.
Together, Portia and Charlotte have created a remarkable history. Yet the two of them are very different individuals in personality and taste.
She would do the dishes, I'd do most of the cooking. And then she'd take them to dry them, but she danced always. And when she finished a phrase, she left the dish, whatever it was, cup, saucer, plate. And I had to hunt them the next day. I couldn't find anything.
Oh, yeah, she gets angry at me quite often. It doesn't hurt.
I thought Portia was always going to get married. She had lots of suitors. I didn't. I had a few, and they didn't suit me.
They both love their art and have devoted their life to it at some cost. They were so devoted to each other that nobody else could horn in, so to speak.
She was terrible about money. One time a carpenter came to me, and he said, you know, when we were building over that bathroom, I found a holder there that's supposed to hold shoes, and it was full of paper money. And so I said, well, that's where that's gone. Portia, what about this money? And she said, oh, I had that for the performances so we could make change. I said, but you didn't know it was there, did you? Oh, of course I knew it was there. Well, I knew she did not know it was there.
Charlotte has been widely recognized for her development of the drama program at Perry Mansfield. From its humble beginnings, the program grew under her direction to attract such talented students as Dustin Hoffman, Lee Remick, Jim Edmondson, Francis Sternhagen, and Leora Dana. Over the years, she has left her special mark on the American theater. As a producer, director, and playwright, she has several major productions to her credit. As a teacher, she has influenced countless students. In her work, she has always been a perfectionist with the intuitive ability to bring out the best in her performers.
But when you came to tryouts and the first rehearsal, she knew exactly what she wanted to do. And she kept after you until you got it right. And then she might change it.
If you're working with children and they have problems, you can give them that problem and let them work on it, and they get somewhere. I had one little boy who said, I can't play anything but a king. That's all I'm going to play is just a king. And I said, all right, you play a king. And one day he said to me, now I don't have to play kings anymore. I can be anything you want. You want the slave?
Just to have been made alive.
On stage today, I am often reminded of my days at Perry Mansfield. Charlotte was one of my first drama teachers, and in fact, it was she who first suggested that I think about a career in the theater.
Take all away from me, but leave me ecstasy.
It was the first time that I had the experience of being taught by someone, and Kingo had that sort of wonderful light and excitement in her teaching. It was the first time that somebody looked at me with the sort of love and affection that my family gave me, sort of believing in me. And it was like the sunshine pouring on flowers. You just opened up, you know, with all that intensity of Kingo's light going on you. You just naturally, you know, thrived under that.
What are you doing during that time? All right, I'm a country girl. But what? How do I know? You're crying. And if you can't cry, all right. Now, let me see you cry. Let me see you say any of your lines crying. Come on, here you go.
Well, I'm just from the country.
Go on, go on, go on.
Well,
The greatest thing that she always said, there was also the stinginess. that any acting teacher or director can say is, I don't believe you. You have poise, darling, you have dignity. Your enunciation is fine, dear, but I don't believe you. And that would just ruin me.
And I was so surprised when Mama got up here. She should have gotten into that before she gets up. She's got the steam. She's got to react to this in such a way that, my goodness, before she gets up, she's vibrating to get in there, you know. But it was interesting, and an interesting conception.
3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now we have big space problems, and we have very bad 1, 2, 3, 4s. We have 1. No, it can't be a whole lot of movement.
Portia also had a profound effect on her students. One of them was dancer and choreographer Harriet Ann Gray. Today, Miss Gray credits much of Perry Mansfield's success to a very special quality in Portia.
3 and hold it.
Portia could tell who was really going to become a good dancer. She would get them in their early years, and sure enough, in a couple of years, they're big names. She had the faculty for seeing who was going to go where somehow or other.
To do anything with these people, you have to really be fond of them. Really be, and try to be. Because every person is a human being. Otherwise, you're not a human being. You're a drag on the human beings.
Whether dancing, traveling, or earning one of her many college degrees, Portia has been famous for her vitality. An early advocate of dance therapy, she is a firm believer in exercise, particularly for older people. At 90 years of age, she still exercises daily and shows few signs of slowing down.
And you get suspension. You could be doing other things with your feet and head, but the suspension's going through your upper body if you want it to. But it's a good feeling of rest and landing on the waves to help you along.
Portia's cabin, a half-mile from the Perry Mansfield camp, reflects her varied interests and a lifetime of experiences. Teacher, dancer, author, filmmaker, anthropologist, and friend to the arts, this gentle but courageous woman has served as a source of strength and inspiration to all who have known her. Today, Portia's memories are filled with treasures from the past, a new dance step, a rare performance, thoughts of a limber body on a chilly morning. From 16 students in 1914, the enrollment swelled to 400 in 1965, when Charlotte and Portia turned the camp over to Stevens College. Today, the two women live in Carmel, California, with their close friend and longtime advisor, Helen Smith. Considering their lifetime of accomplishments, Portia and Charlotte indeed seem like visionaries. Their gift was an intangible, and those of us who were touched by them shared their vision. If they were mad, they were divinely mad, dreaming and living as they have, a divine dream.